Welcome back, listeners. Once again, I'm the Tale's Keeper. Tonight's file is about a creature born not from darkness, but from hunger, a legend tied to winter, isolation, and the slow breakdown of the human mind. A warning passed down for generations in places where the cold does not forgive mistakes. Before we continue, take a moment to subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell so you don't miss what comes next. Now, let us continue. Act 1. When Hunger Changes. People Wendigo stories rarely begin with a monster. They begin with people trying to survive. A group stranded in deep winter, snow piled high, food running out, days passing without relief. The cold doesn't just freeze the body, it strips away judgment. At first, people ration carefully, then they argue, then they stop sleeping. Witnesses describe a moment when someone in the group begins to act differently. They pace at night. They stare too long at others. They talk about food more than they should. That's when elders say the Wendigo has already arrived. Act 2. What the Wendigo is. The Wendigo comes from Algonquin and neighboring Indigenous folklore. It is not simply a creature, it is a transformation. The legend describes the Wendigo as a being created when a human gives in to extreme hunger, greed, or desperation. Cannibalism is often tied to its creation, but the curse begins long before that act. Once the transformation starts, the person becomes something else. Taller, thinner, emaciated yet powerful. Their hunger never fades. The more they consume, the stronger and more empty they become. The Wendigo is not born, it is made. Act 3. Early warning signs. Before a Wendigo fully forms, people notice changes. The person becomes withdrawn. Their appetite grows uncontrollably. They complain of feeling cold even near fire. They stop recognizing loved ones as people. Some accounts say the person begins to hear voices in the wind, urging them to eat, to take, to survive at any cost. Others describe nightmares of running through the forest, bones snapping underfoot, never full. By the time these signs are clear, the legend says it may already be too late. Act 4. A common winter incident. There is a recurring type of story told across cold regions. A lone hunter disappears during winter. Days later, tracks are found circling the village. The footprints are wrong. Too long, too deep. Sometimes barefoot despite the snow. People hear something moving at night. Branches snapping slowly, deliberately. Not like an animal passing through, but something pacing the tree line. Then livestock goes missing. Then dogs refuse to go outside. Then someone swears they hear their name carried on the wind. Elders warn everyone to stay inside. They say hunger has learned how to walk. Act 5. Appearance of the Wendigo. Descriptions of the Wendigo vary, but certain details remain consistent. It is tall, unnaturally tall. Its body is thin to the point of being skeletal. Its skin is stretched tight, gray or pale like frostbite. Its eyes are sunken, yet alert. Its movements are quiet despite its size. Some describe antlers, others do not. What matters is not the shape, but the feeling it brings. People say being near a Wendigo feels like standing next to endless winter. The air feels colder, the silence heavier, and the hunger never stops. Act 6. Why it hunts people. The Wendigo does not hunt for survival. It hunts because hunger defines it. Once transformed, it is no longer satisfied by food alone. It craves more flesh, more life, more warmth. Some legends say it targets people it once knew. Others say it avoids villages, but stalks travelers who wander too far. What makes it terrifying is that it remembers what it was. It knows how humans move, how they hide, how they hope. It uses that knowledge. Act 7. Cultural warnings and meaning. Among indigenous communities, the Wendigo is not treated like a campfire monster. It is a warning against greed, against isolation, against placing survival above humanity. The legend teaches that the greatest danger is not the cold or the hunger, but what people become when they abandon each other. Modern explanations try to frame Wendigo stories as illness or psychosis caused by starvation, but those explanations do not account for the consistency of the stories across regions and generations. The lesson remains the same. If you let hunger rule you, something else will take your place. Act 8. What happens after? In stories where a Wendigo is stopped, the survivors are never the same. They remember the sounds in the forest, the shape moving between trees, the realization that it was once human. Some refuse to speak of it again. Others leave the region entirely. A few claim they still hear footsteps in winter storms, long after the danger has passed. Whether the Wendigo is a literal creature or a powerful warning, its presence lingers. Because hunger still exists, winter still comes, and desperation still changes people. Thank you for watching this entry in the Dark Creature Files. The Wendigo remains one of the most haunting legends ever told, not because of what it looks like, but because of what it represents. Stay aware, stay human, and I will see you in the next file.